When people go to a factory like Ping or Titleist or TaylorMade to get custom fitted, it's a good thing because the company has all the component parts necessary and they will optimize the swing that you have. I often suggest that the golfer takes a 6-iron and a driver with them and hits some 6-irons, some drivers and said, look, this is what I'm doing, show me a club that can outperform it. And the exciting thing with a driver is that's where you see some of the biggest differences. If you get the right shaft and the right head weight and the combination of those two with the loft, you can actually gain 15, 20 yards sometimes. Not that your old driver was a bad driver, but it wasn't ideally suited to the swing you have currently. It's great to get feedback from you guys on YouTube, and one of the questions I get asked a lot, it says, Luther, you're talking about release. What do you mean by release? Well, to me, if I was to spin a pebble as a kid, I'm releasing the pebble across the pond. If I was throwing a dart like Luther, I'd be releasing my dart. I mean, you can see a fluid dart motion, treble 20, tight and double 16. You're looking at fluidity on all shots. And the amazing thing is that if I make you more creative, if I improve your release, it's amazing, I will also improve your accuracy. Before I had my Foresight GC2 simulator, some 13 years ago it was now, if you'd asked me at that time what happens with pupil dispersion, the further they hit it, I said it spreads. But I now know differently. Because of the simulator, I know that your strongest shots will have the best grouping. So here I'm on the practice ground, uphill, towards that lovely wall of Leylandii trees, and hopefully we'll see a bit of ball flight. So, the word release. I prepare to dress, I load power, and at this point I release that power through my hands, arms and club. Now, the torso, hips, legs, feet and knees and weight shift will happen automatically. I'm going to prepare with my brain, I'm going to load the shoulder, and I'm going to release. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to aim at the middle of the wall of trees, go an inch around the circle to my left. I'm now aiming at the gable end of the house. I can now load my power and hit the draw. Okay. So, as it said on the tin, nice draw spin shot, right edge of the fairway. Now you say, well Luther, why don't you aim at the middle of the fairway? Well, the answer is, if you aim at the middle of the fairway, you've only got half a fairway to hit. By going around the circle a fraction to aim down the right edge, it means I've got double the target area, and there I can release. So when I've loaded my shoulder in the backswing, it's now that the release starts. If it doesn't start now, it's too late, you'll block it and pull it. Load the shoulder, release the club. Now, if you film good players doing it, they load and the hips and legs lead first, but I believe that's an instinctive anticipation. When you spin a pebble, your leg and hip leads. I don't think you're thinking about it. So I'm preparing with my mind, I'm loading my left shoulder completely, and that gives me the safety to release. So here we go, middle of the fairway, round the circle to my left. I'm going to try and hit your low one now so that you can see the ball against the backdrop. So here we go, load and draw. Okay, I've hit it perfectly on the gable and the ball's drawing from right to left. There's a bit of summery glare today, so I don't know if Simon, our cameraman, can pick up this awesome power. What do you reckon, Simon? Can you see the ball fly? All right, I'll try again. I'll try and go a little bit more into the middle of the trees there. There we go. Okay, so low draw. Load and release. Good. It's a shame you can't see these fly because they're my career best. Okay. So I'm going to tee the ball down now, and I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to go left of the wall of Leylandii trees, over that stake with the yellow band, and then the ball's going to cut. So the release of the last shots, I loaded and I released draw spin. On this shot, I'm going to load and just delay a little bit and get a cut spin shot. So here we go, aiming in the middle of the fairway, round the circle, I'm now aiming at the stake in front of me, left edge of the trees. So here we go, load and release the fade. So I think you should see that one now. Started over the post, drew back against the backdrop. Simon's giving the thumbs up, means you saw that one, Simon. So release is multifaceted. But what I can tell you is you can't fire a gun if you don't load it. You can't throw a dart forward until you've taken it back. You can't play snooker until you've taken the cue back. All right? So you know how to prepare, you know how to load the power, release is now, and the release will be what it needs to be. If it's a low shot, a high shot, a draw or fade, you just manufacture it. All right, I'm going to hit you a really low shot now, like a seaside shot. This is a ball that would run. The wind will take no notice of this. Okay, so just a little low runner this is. Coil and release the low shot. Okay, should come into view now. A nice kick. Did you get that one, Si? Good. Now, I'm demonstrating that I can change the release as instinctively as if I was spinning a pebble or playing table tennis. You don't have to think about your swing to make these things happen, as long as you prepare well. So I'm going to go down the middle. I'm now aiming right edge again. I'm going to hit you a low draw. Load, now. Release the club, create the shot that you want. On the gable of the house, it's in the right semi, wouldn't hurt the scorecard. Let's just see if I can give it a little bit more draw spin. You can see that one, there it is against the backdrop and landing softly. Now, because my grip and my posture are top draw, provided I load my shoulder, I'm going to be accurate. The thing that kills you, the driver, is under pressure, you go club first. So the club rolls 90, but if your shoulders go 90, you're safe, you're neutral impact. But if you're 94 on an 80 shoulder, you come in 10 degrees strong. You're in plane, but you've got a shut face. Under pressure, the ball starts at 11 o'clock, turn over a little bit low and run a bit. And you'll see that shot a lot on the back nine Sunday when you watch the PGA Tour. It's called a rolling pull. So it's a strange thing, walk onto a tight target area, the left shoulder is paramount. If you make a swing without it, the forearms win, and you're probably going to lose it to the left.